The history of Paisley High School. Kimberly Park Junior High School was opened in 1957 in the Boston Thurman Street community for African American students in 7th and 8th grades. Shortly after, the name was changed to Paisley Junior High School after John Walter Paisley, longtime principal of nearby Kimberly Park Elementary School. In 1959, the 9th grade was added. The following year of 1960, the school opened as John W. Paisley Junior and Senior High School, serving 7th through 11th grades. In 1961, the 12th grade was added, and in 1962, Paisley Senior High had its first graduation class. In 1968, due to the integration of the Forsyth County school system, Paisley Senior High School had its last graduation class. John W. Paisley graduated from Shaw University in Raleigh as valedictorian. He also earned a Master of Arts degree from Columbia University in New York, where he submitted a manuscript on mirror writing. He later expanded it into a book that emphasized changing from mirror to cursive methods of writing. He became an authority on the Palmer method of writing. Paisley began his career as an instructor at what is now Winston-Salem State University. Our teachers. During the time that John W. Paisley Senior High School existed, the teachers played an extremely committed, integral role in the lives of their students. Teachers were an extension of each student's household, serving not only as educators, but also as mentors, counselors, guides, guardians, and sometimes parents. Faculty and staff, from the principal and guidance counselor to the custodians and cafeteria workers, lived near the students and knew their parents. They taught morals and ethics. Our teachers were truly a village. Paisley students, like those at many African American schools, were well trained and educated. We studied hard. We worked hard to make our teachers proud. When we fell behind, they put forth extra effort to help us move forward. We are enormously proud of the guidance and support we received at Paisley. Teachers instilled a love for learning. We completed our work joyously, and when work became challenging, we knew we could approach our teachers for support and guidance. From our classwork to our extracurricular activities, we put our hearts and minds into learning. Oh, the joys of being a Panther. We were a team, a community. Many students did not want to miss school, even when sick. Words cannot express how happy and excited students were when going to and from school. Walking the halls, sitting in class, eating lunch, talking with teachers and with each other. There were times when we misbehaved, but even then, staff and teachers showed love, kindness, and respect. The National Honor Society. The National Honor Society was comprised of students who studied hard, excelled in the classroom, and made the honor roll each quarter. Our coaches. Coach William Bryant, Coach Richard Hicks, Coach Marshall Emery. These coaches taught technique, tactics, and sportsmanship. They made the Paisley Panthers strong competitors in football, baseball, basketball, track, and tennis throughout the state of North Carolina. Basketball champions. Here is the championship basketball team of 1963, led by Coach Marshall Emery. The team lost its first 2 games to 4A teams, Atkins, then Carver. They avenged those 2 losses and won every game for the rest of the season, including up to the state 3A title. Basketball champions again. Here is our 1964 state 3A basketball championship team. This team was the last team led by Coach Emery before he left to coach in the CIAA College Conference. Coach Hayes. Many of our teachers served as our coaches, not just athletically, but also socially and academically. They became well known for their success. One of them was Bill Hayes, who would become head football coach at WSSU, and then later head football coach at North Carolina A&T. He was inducted into the HBCU Coaches Hall of Fame. Coaches served as parents to all of us. They helped us grow into contributing citizens and parents. Paisley football. This was the football team in 1966. Coach William Bryant was the head football coach for Paisley Senior High School. The tennis team also won state championships. The 2 young ladies on the front right were Elvita and Conita Archie, part of a family that was well known for their tennis skills. They won numerous titles in the 1960s. 4 of the Archie sisters were inducted into the Winston-Salem-Forsyth County High School Hall of Fame. Paisley students supported all of the school's sports activities, including baseball. On any day when baseball games were played, the field was packed with fans who cheered and rallied behind their team. As always, school spirit was rampant. Our band director, Mr. Bernard Foy, was Paisley's band leader. He was brilliant. He composed music and would write parts for each instrument in his bands. He directed the marching, concert, and jazz bands. He loved his students and they loved him. His teaching went beyond music. He acted as a mentor or a parent in many cases, helping students develop discipline, ethics, and definitive life skills. He was inducted into the North Carolina Bandmasters Association Hall of Fame in 2002. Our band was outstanding. We were known as the Marching 100, named after Florida A&M's magnificent band. Under Bernard Foy's leadership and guidance, we had style, technique, and precision. The letter girls, flag bearers, majorettes, and drum major were exceptional and added to the fame of this outstanding musical troupe. Letter girls, flag bearers, drum major, and majorettes, a significant part of the Marching 100 band as they performed at football games, in homecoming and holiday parades throughout the state. Paisley's concert band competed in many state competitions and won several trophies. They were phenomenal and well polished as they performed difficult compositions, many of which were masterpieces composed by musical geniuses such as Beethoven and Tchaikovsky. Paisley's jazz band. Talent at Paisley was boundless. Our notable band director, Bernard Foy, a teacher and role model for all of us, made sure his students were exposed to all types of music. He composed music from different genres. He auditioned and trained talented students to be in the annual talent show performed at the school. The jazz band played all the popular songs of that era: pop, rhythm and blues, soul, and anything that was hot on the radio. The band even played songs by the British group The Beatles. One of our dynamic performing groups was the Diablos. Every performer was fantastic, and to this day, all are still remembered. This girl group was fantastic. So much talent was on display at these talent shows. They were all dynamic. Everyone had fun. Mr. Friend. From 1960 to the last graduating class in 1968, our principal was Mr. Billy D. Friend. He was our leader and our only principal through good times and tough times. He was respected and loved.